Awesome. Okay, so Sean Scott, I'm loving you less and less and less.
You want to text him to remind him?
I kind of already did.
Oh.
You know, I just try to be so, okay, we are waiting. I can send it on his phone, so it should be really easy for him. Just click it. But so when we have a 1/3, 2/3 compensation plan, this is where I thought this was so fun to hear, is that this is just a way to build faster or be more aware of what your business is. I remember going to a Top Achievers, and one of the other leaders had this like total printout, and I thought, ooh, you know, like ouch, maybe I'm not doing it right. And yeah, Doris.
Joni, you're hard to hear. I think everybody needs to, if you could mute everybody out in your computer, I think you'll be easy to hear.
Okay. So just a question, Doris. How do I mute everybody?
Oh.
Well, it's all really quiet, and I just really appreciate everybody's help. Because I wouldn't know how to do it, but that was very cool that you did it. So anyway, okay. He's not here yet. And I apologize, but I really can't do anything about it. So we'll skip over this. So there's two ways of talking about the plan. Uh-oh.
Ask everybody to mute out.
Everybody, please go to the lower left and mute your little mute button. Because I'm in the quiet. I feel so bossy. Okay, so some people have more volume on one leg. Some people are eating up their volume all the time. You gonna help me do this? Okay. Joel's gonna mute you all out. And so when he talks about this, he will direct one information for someone if they have banked volume, and for those who might not. You're awesome. Thank you. Okay, so now when I ask a question and nobody can answer me, I'm going to understand. You're all muted. So anyway, really and truly, guys, I feel really bad that he's not here. Okay, so now I'm looking at the chat thing. Okay, thank you, Rachel. So, you want me to start, or do you want me to wait for him a little bit? How are we? 6:09. Oh, we'll give him one more minute. 6:10. That would be plenty. But let's see.
We love you, Joni.
Oh, that was really sweet. Who did that one? How did you get to be unmuted, little girl?
I muted myself, and I just wanted to tell you I love you because I feel bad.
It is what it is. I mean, we all know that we have to be a little bit able to flex in network marketing, or I've heard a person say be flexible, or be, whatever.
Absolutely.
I had prepared really good for this, though, so I was really hoping it would not happen to me, but it does happen. And so the thing about the numbers was, how many on the line here, and I can't see all of you at one time because there's quite a few people on here. How many have heard about the Isobody order basket size? You raise your hand, and that kind of stuff. Do you realize, and hopefully, the calls that they've been having on their Wednesday night? Was anybody on there when the gal who from the IsaBody Challenge was on, and she talked about what she did repetitively when she enrolls someone? She talked about the fact that when she enrolls someone, she enrolls them in IsaBody Challenge first. So then their own order will qualify them for the points that they need to have for the IsaBody Challenge. And so that's something that you might want to go research for yourself, because if you get in the habit of doing that, the average order size basket for Isagenix people is 130 BV. The average basket size for someone on IsaBody Challenge is 223 BV. And so when we're getting them that other level of success with more products that they're using and consuming, that is going to enhance your business to grow in just organically. And so with that, okay, gonna steal some of his thunder. He lost out. No, I'm just kidding. Let's see.
Joni,
Yes.
there was a question in the live chat that said, we are able to enroll someone in IsaBody Challenge before they have a member ID? Is that how it goes?
Yes, you can. You either go in and enroll them as a customer, and then they can enroll in the IsaBody Challenge, and then you can make them an associate.
Thank you.
Because that's a big deal, because their first order is going to be over the qualification, that level that you have. I think you have to have 125 BV for the IsaBody Challenge, and so their first order will qualify that. And so it's a month that you don't have to, that they're qualified for, that they don't have to waste. Okay. Okay, Carl tells me you can backdate their start date in IsaBody a few days. Okay, so I'm going to actually ask Carl to tell me about that. Carl, I'm going to unmute you. I thought I did. Can you do that? Can you hear me? Unmute.
Okay, there we go.
Okay.
Yes, it gives you the option of setting the date for the start of the IsaBody, so you can go back a couple of days and backdate it, so you can enroll them, and then so that they can get their picture taken and everything, and then get their stuff done and backdate to go just before the date that they enrolled.
Okay.
So that way their order is included in that basket.
And if I don't know if you guys know this, but Carl's lost over 100 pounds and has done how many IsaBody challenges, Carl?
I've been in 7 IsaBody challenges, so that's $1,400. I like that.
Yeah.
He hasn't hit 100 yet. He's on his way.
Awesome. Well, he looks beautiful. He looks awesome. Very healthy and very happy for you, Carl. Appreciate you very much. Thank you. Okay.
Joni, I think Sean joined.
Oh, Sean,
Hey.
you just joined the IsaBody Challenge, Sean?
No, Sean Scott.
He's on the call.
Well, God, praise God. Okay. Anyway, well, Sean, where are you? Oh, do I have him muted now, probably? Yeah, that's right. I have to find him. You
I
guys,
see him.
do you see him? Can you push it or what?
He's not muted. I can see that he's not muted.
Well, then speak up, Sean.
I just texted him too.
I called him. Okay.
He must have been.
Oh, there he is. Okay.
Can you not hear it? Or?
Oh, I see it. I see it, Joel. How do I, remove, right? If I go there, it stop.
Joni, it's nothing that you're doing. He must be having a problem with connecting audio-wise.
Oh, you're good, Carol.
See, there's no mic.
Oh, there's no
By
mic?
his name.
He doesn't have one. What's the deal?
Either he's muted or
There's no mic by his name.
Yeah, he might have to leave and come back.
Okay.
I can see him.
Well, I can't. Okay, tell him to leave and come back. I wonder if you could hear me.
I'll type it in here.
Okay.
Maybe he can see the chats. Sean Scott.
there it is. Oh,
We can see you.
Did we get it?
Oh, there he is.
Can you hear me finally?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I kept,
Piece of cake, right?
yeah. I'm holding it up with my phone. I can't even see myself. For some reason, my computer kept giving me, it wasn't letting me, anyways, I'm here.
Yay.
I'm kind of happy. Really happy. Anyway, so cool. Okay, well, let me introduce you, Sean.
Okay, great.
Okay, so have you been on long? Have you been hearing all the kind of stammer and all that stuff, or what?
No, I've been trying it on my computer. I've been trying to log in. It kept saying Zoom something like not valid, and it wasn't just working. I was using the same ID though, and so I mean I don't know. So I'm holding it with my phone,
Okay.
and I think we're good though. So I haven't heard much.
Okay, well, I'll just go over it a little bit. Well, I want to just tell all of you how excited I am still for the call. I really am excited about it. And so, Sean, I was talking to the group here, and these our pods are from a lot of different little pods, which I think is exciting. And I just told them that it was another way of looking at our compensation plan to give them direction when they're really wanting to build. And these are leaders who like numbers. That was kind of a preference for the call. And that you were going to give examples of somebody cycling, 2 times a week, 5 times a week, 10 times a week, and maybe we'll have time for the 20 times a week. And if you're cycling more than that, awesome. And you can just apply the formula to that. And also, I didn't steal your thunder. I didn't tell them all the wonderful stats that I asked you for. And so you get to do that at the end of the call too.
All right, excellent.
I love that. And like we did before, I will probably interject a couple, but I have to find you first. And just want to ask a question. Doris, how do I see more people?
Go up to the upper right and
Mhm.
hit gallery.
Okay, mine only shows speaker view and exit. Oh, there it is. Oh, there's Sean. Okay, so I'm just going to look at you, Sean, and you probably can't see me because you're looking at your phone, but I'm going to butt in kind of like I did last time when I think I need to have to say something.
Perfect.
And then
I love it. Yeah.
we can't butt into the end. Okay. So, but I did tell people that you're in your background, where you came from, and that I was very, very happy when I got to spend some time with you, and the numbers were exciting to me. So I wanted everybody to be able to hear it, feel it, and so.
Awesome.
Okay, so I have your background noise. Who is that? Everybody, are you muted? Because I probably undid it, but we'll try really hard to be quiet for you, Sean.
Oh, Joni, you, I think you muted all of us.
I didn't touch anything.
Because
There we go. I'm back.
Okay, great. Don't do that again. Okay.
This is awesome. Thank you so much, Joni. Technical difficulties aside that I'm having right now, really excited to be here with everyone on the call. I was actually just flipping through because, I am on my phone, and so I can't see everybody right all at once, but I was flipping through, seeing a lot of people that I've recognized, I've met before, and as Joni was saying, how long has it been now? Almost a month since when I was up there, right? So, but yeah, had a great time up there with Joni, and so I just landed not too long ago, and here in Minneapolis, Minnesota. So I don't know if anyone on the call is planning to be here at the ICU Minneapolis, but if you are, I will see you tomorrow. But tonight, yeah, Joni just wanted to talk through some numbers. Yeah, I don't really consider myself a number person, but I do think they're important. I should say math person. I'm not really good at math. You got to double check my math. So anybody on here like math?
I do.
Good. So they can be the ones double checking my math. But when it comes to numbers can really help us add some clarity as to what we should be doing. Really, one of the things is we set goals, right? In our Isogenics businesses throughout life, and we set these goals sometimes that are up here. And unless we know what our activity level is, or so if we don't know if our activity doesn't match our goal, if it's our goals up here and our activities down here, that gap, the bigger that gap is, the more likely it is we're going to become frustrated, disappointed, kind of thinking, man, I'm doing all this work, but I'm not seeing the results, maybe. So there's a number that I really like when it comes to isogenic compensation plan that helps us kind of gauge, okay, to have that goal. And then this is kind of the activity that I have to see in my business, on my team. And so we break it down like this, and we say, well, okay, so a cycle is 900 BV, right?
Mm-hmm.
The average order size, this is what a lot of people maybe don't realize, is that the average order size is 130 BV currently. So if you took 900 BV to cycle divided by 130 BV, that's 7 orders, okay, on average. So on average, it's going to take about 7 orders for you to cycle, have one cycle. Now, if you have IsoBody, because if you help somebody get started on IsoBody within their first 30 days, the average BV goes up, right? Because they're using more products, they're seeing better results. So not only does your retention go up too, but their average BV goes up to 223 instead of 130, which is awesome, because then instead of 7 orders on average to cycle, it's about 4 IsoBody orders. So hopefully everyone's kind of following with me so far. In order for somebody to cycle one time, 900 BV, 300, 600, right? We know the compensation plan. On average, the order size is 130 BV. IsoBody orders is on average 223 BV. So that's going to be about 7 orders or 4 orders. So if you're currently on the call and you're cycling 2 times a week, that means that you have approximately 14 orders probably going through your team, right? So if you want to double that, we basically need to times that by 2. So to double our cycles, we're going to do 7 more orders, or 14 orders. Now, if you took and you got everyone started on IsoBody, instead of 14 orders, it'd be about 8 orders, because you'd be saying to cycle twice, I need 900 BV times 2, and you're going to divide it by 223. Now, some of you have a team leg, right? So we can even take this a little bit further and say, well, look, with that volume built up on my team leg, I really only need 300 if I focused everything on the minor team. I really only need 300. That's about 1 IsoBody person, 1 new IsoBody person on that minor team to cycle. So if you're currently cycling 2 times and you're focused on your minor team and you want to get 2 more cycles, that's about 3 IsoBody people on that team, new IsoBody people. So hopefully that's making sense so far. So let's take somebody that's maybe cycling 5 times every week right now. So if that's you, maybe you're cycling 5 times every week, which is awesome, by the way, isn't it? I mean, that's amazing. I mean, even to cycle 2 times a week, the value of that over a year is like $80,000 or more in a savings account, or account somewhere earning 8% interest. It's ridiculous. So
Sean,
yeah,
I'm going to clear that, a little clarification on
yeah,
that.
Yeah, please do. See, this is the numbers person. I love it.
If you have, if you're doing one cycle a week, and
Yeah.
so 52 cycles a year, if you're doing that, that's equivalent to having $93,000 in the bank. One
See,
cycle a week. That's about 200 and something a month in interest, which is what you would get from 4 cycles, 4 point something a month. And so,
yeah,
is it easier to save $93,000 a year, or is it easier to cycle one time a week?
yeah,
So,
exactly. Exactly. And is it easier to double that cycle, right? So if you were at 5 cycles and you wanted to double that, we're going to say that you're going to do 5 cycles because you want to go from 5 cycles to 10 cycles. So the difference there is another 5 cycles, right? So you're just going to take 5 cycles times the 7 orders that it would take at 130 BV to cycle. Does that make sense? So that's 35 additional orders on your team about to double your cycles. Okay, so if you're currently, yep, go ahead.
okay, so what I'm going to kind of clarify here is that to have that 35 cycles, it could be over a week, it could be over a month, it could be over 2 months, it could be over 3 months. So if your goal is to double in a month, then you've got 30 days to get that extra 35 cycles done. So that's
Exactly. And if it's an isobody person, then you're going to times it by the 4 orders instead of 7. And so, like this week, if you said I'm going to double it, you would need 20 new isobody people to come onto the team, right? If it's just on your minor team, then it's going to be less, right? Yeah. So that's kind of the math behind it. But one more time, we'll do 10 cycles and then 20 cycles. So if you're at 10 cycles and you want to double that, we're going to take 10 cycles and we want to go from 10 cycles to 20 cycles, right? So we got to increase by 10 cycles. So we're going to take 10, the difference, which is 10 cycles, and times it by 7. So that's 70 new orders. And again, that can take place if you wanted to say, well, I want to go from 10 cycle to 20 cycle between now and New Year kickoff. Well, you'd say how many weeks between now and then, right? So you would take 10 times the 7 orders, that's 70 orders, and then divide it by how many weeks you want to get there. Because here's the thing. With any kind of growth, it's all about consistent action, right? If you take this consistent action over time, it'll lead to growth. The only thing that changes is the amount of activity and the amount of time that you do that changes how quickly you get there. So 10 cycle. Yeah, go ahead.
I hope this is not bothering me, but I think
not at all.
So the 10 cycles that you want to grow from 10 to 20, and you said it's going to take 70 orders.
Yep.
Right? If you want to do that between now and New Year kickoff, you're pretty much going to have 10 weeks, almost 10 weeks. And so that would be, break it down to 7 orders a week.
Yeah, exactly.
And you realize he's talking about 130 BV. That's the average order basket. That's not usually the average order first placed.
Right.
So probably going to get an extra 50 BV in there. So you can really even work it down and make it go down even further. And then if you are teaching your team to do the isobody challenge with everyone, because it helps them have more support and commitment, you break it down even further. And so I'm hoping this isn't going to be confusing, but I just wanted people to hear it through just a different thought. So.
Exactly. And hopefully some of you on the call are thinking, I've never really thought about it that way as orders, right? Mm-hmm. But isn't that what we're doing? Isogenics is about having people order our products. And so when you take that approach, it really puts a different spin on it too, where that's, I need to help that many more people this week place an order with Isogenics and have a great experience, right? Mm-hmm. So, and that can happen within anywhere on the team, though. That's what's so great about it is, how much of that are you going to be able to do? Who are you going to link arms with now and run together? Who else has a goal to double their cycles on your team? You're going to link arms with, do three-way calls. You're going to attend events. You're going to do those activities together to really help each other grow and share Isogenics more. So great comment there. 20 cycles then. To double that, it's the same math. So 20 cycles times 2. If you want to double your cycles, 20 to 40, that's 20 cycles difference times the 7 orders at 130 BV, because we got that before. So that's 140, or again, Isobody is 80. So you can see how important. This is why we keep talking about Isobody. Some of you might be sick of it from corporate too, saying, do Isobody, but this is a big reason why, is because you can see the more you want to grow and the more you leverage that program, the less work it really becomes in the long run. So that little bit of extra effort. And so the question becomes too, what are you going to do tonight to change how you approach Isobody? Does everybody include Isobody in their discussion before you even get to the membership form, right? There's a call that Helen and I did a while back now. I can't remember how long ago, but it's on my Facebook page, where she just builds it in. They're signed up for Isobody long before they're even signed up for Isogenics. So while people are, yeah.
There was a question about that tonight. How do you sign up for Isobody Challenge if you're not a member of Isogenics? And how, Carl gave us an example because he's been an Isobody Challenge.
That's right, yeah.
But how, do you know exactly how that goes? I mean, I thought you could do it and become as a customer and do the Isobody Challenge and then put your order in.
As a preferred customer or a customer, I believe you should be able to join Isobody, but you do have to have some kind of membership, right? Mm-hmm. So
products to count, their very first order to count.
Yeah. In order for the very first order to count, though, they do need to join the same day that they open their Isogenics membership. So that's the key to it. Is so Helen.
Okay, go ahead.
So yeah, Helen, for example, on that call, she says, while I'm, here's our products. They're amazing. They're backed by science, and it's a 16-week program that we have you using our products, right? And that's part of our Isobody challenge. So as I'm putting in your information, online or over the phone, I want you to go download a timestamp app, take these before pictures, just these front, side, back pictures, because we're going to upload those. Once I create your account, we'll be able to log in and register you for this challenge. And some associates will, set an appointment later that day. I'm going to call you before 9 p.m. because it has to get in before 11:59 p.m. Eastern time, and so they want to fall back, make sure they get registered. So yeah, you have to open your Isogenics membership, and then right away you want to get registered for Isobody Challenge same day. Otherwise, that initial order, which is a lot of times much bigger, will not count. Mm-hmm. So another way to say it is the only way for that initial order to count is if people sign up for Isobody right after they open their Isogenics membership. So that's huge. I don't think, the more I talk to people, I don't think they understand that. So that could be the one thing that changes it for you, right?
Yeah. Would this be a good time to kind of share that stat about Isobody Challenge with them?
Yeah, absolutely. So Isobody actually started in 2011. Now I'm going to kind of scroll through who here was on part of Isogenics before 2011. Quite a few hands, actually, yeah. So we didn't even have Isobody back then. But in 2011, we started it.
Right now.
In 2011, we had 192 people participate that first year. Then 2012, we did it again because we got lots of great feedback, and we had 229 people. So a little bit bigger. 2013, 367 people. Not bad. 2014, it went from 367 up to 2,996. That was a big push. So I shouldn't say big push, but that was a big jump is what I mean, right? So lots of participants there. But check this out. 2015, we had 10,164 ISABODY challengers. 2016, it doubled it again, 545. Sometimes I'm a little dyslexic. That's again why I don't like numbers. But 2016, that was just last year, right? 23,545. And then 2017, we had over 35,000 people. So, that there's two things from that. More and more, as Jim Coover would say, that might be a sign, right? But then also think about it. So many times people are so concerned about their before picture being seen. Here's the thing. Competition is getting more fierce with IsaBody Challenge. That's not the point. The point is IsaBody Challenge provides people with that challenge, with a goal, with a community, as Carl would, Carl can attest, could talk about this better than I could, about the community, about the just everything that you get from that program. And you'd really, the chances of, people now seeing your before picture is, very little. But if you do win, you're going to want people to see that, right? So I would say on that first day, and we look at multiple challenges. So again, if people are nervous about that before picture, I'd say take it, but doesn't matter. Put up, even if you're fully clothed, we just have to be able to see your face. Obviously, the better before picture is great. But for those that are really on the fence and like, I really don't want my before picture shown at all, and they're nervous about, getting in some exercise gear or whatever, just take your picture. However it is, that's totally fine. We just want to see that people are committing to it, that they're getting the support they need, that they have a goal, that they're getting the products, and they're going to have a great success. Because again, the more people that do this, the better your retention is going to be, the better results people are going to see, and it's just going to be so much better. But that's the growth that we're seeing. So again, as Jim Coover would say, that's probably a clue that something good is happening. So
and there was one other stat you gave me the other day.
Yeah, I was going to say it kind of ties into a little bit with our growth as a company. So, I can tell you, I'm after 15 years. That's about how long I've been in the network marketing industry, actually, is as long as Isogenics has been around. But I really didn't know about Isogenics until about 4 or 5 years ago, before I joined, just over 3 years ago. Our first $1 billion cumulatively happened in 8 years. Okay. The next 4 years, it took us to build up to $2 billion cumulatively. So half the time to get to our second billion. Then in 2015, we hit 892 million. 2016, we hit 924 million. And we are approaching $1 billion a year at Isogenics. And guess what? This is one of the things, my background was opening new markets for other companies in the network marketing industry. Typically what happens is in the first 3 to 5 years, a company's in 35 plus countries. In their first 3 to 5 years, you don't even know if the company is going to be around for the next 2 or 3, and they're already in 40 countries. I actually reopened markets because companies went in way too early, too fast. They didn't have the infrastructure. They didn't know what was. Anyways, so when I saw Isogenics 4 years ago, approaching $1 billion, even back then, and 892 million, and only in about 13 countries with a global compensation plan. Are you kidding me? It was a immediate, like, there's something awesome going on here, because you just don't find this. I think we're one of the only companies, billion-dollar companies, to open Europe. I mean, what you guys have available to you with the global compensation plan is amazing. But I moved out of international because what's really exciting is we have still so much growth here in the US. I mean, we're in less than 1% of households just in the USA. And the US is the largest country in the world for direct selling. So I'm telling you, we're just getting started with Isogenics. It's really exciting. So I hope that these numbers, walking through the cycles with the compensation plan, help give you an idea. Okay, I get it now. If I do, if I want to get to this goal, a cycle goal. Now there's the rank advancement goals of consultant, manager, director, executive. Everyone should get to executive because that's where it's the funnest and you're going to make the most, right? But then when you look at your cycle goals, hopefully breaking it down this way is going to help you see, okay, I really need to focus on IceBody. I need to start changing some things in my language and seeing what I can do over time with that. But now I know if I want to go from 2 cycles to 4 cycles in the next month, it's going to take 14 more orders or 8 more orders coming in every week than where I'm at now, right? And that's a number you can wake up and say, all right, today, what am I going to do to get closer to 14 more orders, right? And that's something you can control. How many conversations do you have to have? How many new connections do you have to take? You know those numbers better than I do, right? Go ahead, Joni.
So what I'm going to kind of put out there for people that are listening right now, the orders are going to vary, whether people have a team leg or they're building both their organizations right now. They're in a baby stage. They're going to vary, but still they do not all land on your shoulders. If you're pulling your teammates in and you're educating your teammates on things that you're using, Jimmy Smith says if people think that they're only going to do their 100 BV personal, then they don't get it. He said you should be using everything we've got. So you know a story for everything we have. And so you can educate your people in your group about those types of things. And your own order baskets will rise because people, maybe they have never tried the sleep spray. Maybe they don't get how wonderful the greens are. I mean, all those things are going to be part of it. But that's because we are building a team. And so teams communicate. If you were in a corporate world, if you're on the same floor, you're communicating with whoever you're working with. And so that's something that I would be more than happy to go over with people. If you want to get your own little small, your big team, your small team, whatever I want to call, I'd be happy to go through some of those questions for you too. Shauna?
I would too. Absolutely. I would love to be able to do that. And no matter where you're calling in from, we have regional sales managers all over the place, but we love to help support that type of thing too. So, and just like Joni was saying, it doesn't have to be new orders. It can be just trying a new product because really we want to get good at helping people try our products, have a great experience, repeat that purchase, adopt it into their lifestyle so it becomes a part of who they are, and then expand. Like Joni was saying, it could be sleep spray. It could be, a new shake flavor. It could be our skincare line. It could be anything that is helping to expand their product experience. So I love it. I'm available. Just hit me up. My name is, you can see Sean Scott. The magic formula for contacting me is sean.scott@isogenicscorp.com. If my email blows up, I've got my out of office autoresponder on. So
well, I'm looking here really quickly. Hey, Joel, if you hear this, can you come show me how to unmute everybody? I don't really know how to do that. Or maybe everybody can do their own. Oh, you can do it? Okay, great. And so what I'm going to do, Sean, is I know that you have big weekend going on at the ICU, but if we could just open for 5 minutes, and if there's something specific that somebody needs to ask, is that okay? Can we do that?
Yeah, absolutely.
So guys, if there's something that you want to ask.
Okay, what did you say?
Oh, I'm unmuting everybody, so be careful.
Yeah.
Who's the guy's kid?
She's saying that you would have to have that amount. Ooh.
That's okay. I love it. If there's something that somebody wants to ask Sean, you can do that right now. We got 5 minutes more. I'm watching the clock. I'm gonna let him go, and you can click on Sean. If there's someone wants to ask a specific question on something, go for it. You got 5 minutes, and then you just have me. Well, Sean, I'm not hearing any questions.
I'm not shy either. It can be, you know.
I'm watching all this so funny. Oh. Okay. Well, I'm going to let you get off, Sean, because I know you got a big weekend. And you flying in. I panicked a little bit, but I think everybody's so kind. Everybody was so kind. And so, Sean, I'm just going to tell you thank you very much. And I'm sure we're going to get another specific call going again. And I really, really appreciate it very much.
Sounds good. My pleasure. I think it'd be great to do another call and take this to the next step too, and make sure people know how to use their back office too.
What I think too is they're going to sit down, they're going to kind of look at their notes, get a little lost, you know, and say, okay, I need that formula one more time. What do I exactly have to do? But to me, people know this is a floating formula. I mean, it's going to float. It's going to kind of be able to do different things. And so, but just for you to kind of have the concept is what I was hoping for. So thank you, Sean. I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. If you have questions on how to do the math, let me know. I'll walk you through it.
Okay, thank you. So everybody say goodbye to Sean, and I'll stay on for 5 minutes if anybody has any questions for me. So.
Thanks, Sean.
Thanks so much.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, Sean.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sean.
Thank you. Sorry for all the technical difficulties at the beginning there.
Sean.
We'll see you all. Have a great evening. Thanks so much, Joni. I appreciate you.
Yeah, I appreciate you too very much. Thank you.
Okay. Bye now.
Bye-bye. Okay, so if anybody has a question they want to ask me, you got 5 minutes. No, I'm just kidding. But I know it's a little confusing when you first hear it, but I think if you just walk the path and realize it's not just you enrolling people, but the 130 BV might throw you off a little bit because it's going to actually make you feel like you have to have more orders, because most of us are enrolling with either a premium 30-day, a value pack, or a pace setter. And I love strategy with lots of things, and I really love it with numbers and orders. And so I like to show people how to get the biggest value, the biggest bang for their buck. You know, PIBs, how you know, all of that stuff. So if you ever have questions about that or want to learn about that or talk about it, I'd be very happy to do that, because I do like that. And so, but I just want to just commend everybody for getting on the call and staying on the call. I was just like, awesome sauce. That was cool. You know, really cool. Does anybody have anything they want to ask me? Oh, come on. You guys are leaders.
Joni, it's
Yeah.
Carol.
Hi, Carol.
I was just wondering, you know, if you just even add the ISA delights to somebody's initial order, that's a great idea too.
It's just getting comfortable with verbiage. I mean, the Ice Body Challenge, I haven't done it. And so you think about that. I haven't used that verbiage. And so that kind of verbiage, like I'm going to go back and listen to the call that he did, because her verbiage was so it just flowed so well because it's in her heart. And so I thought, you know, that Ice Body Challenge, I was hoping again that the numbers would light you up. I mean, it went from 192 in 2011. 6 years later, we did over 35,000. I mean, it's cool. It's like that's, you know, so the bottom line is, and you're not going to get comfortable with it until you do it. And I don't know if other people have noticed that. Okay, somebody's chatting. So if you do your own auto ship, I used to tell people, you know, just keep your own thing close to 100 as possible, order products under somebody else. But if I just got educated that if you do more than 150 BV on your own auto ship.
See you.
No, but I can hear you. But if you do 150 BV on your own auto ship, you get even a more discount. If you do 200 BV on your own auto ship, you get a deeper discount. So I do want you to be business savvy about that. And all that can change during different levels of your business. But when you're in there to increase your income, I want you to think about that. And so anyway, I'm sure you're gonna have questions, and I hope this was helpful. I hope it was fun. I hope you got to see a little bit of different technique that some people use for their business. They really treat it and understand those numbers, and sometimes it doesn't come easy for others. But I think it's going to be a fun way to look at it.
Federal prosecutor. Oh, let's see, he donated
So,
over
with that,
$4,000 to the
I
former
want to tell you, I
president
love
of
y'all.
the
I'm
DNC.
on and some
Weissman also has a very deeply troubling history of using
Patty Ann, that's you, Patty Ann.
tactics. Colleague Greg Jarrett
I'm
did
gonna
some
mute
digging
her.
into White.
Here, I just did it. Somebody
You did it.
Oh, that's funny. Okay, so anyway, anybody have any shares at all? I'd love to give you the stage. Love to give you the stage.
Well, Joni, I just want to thank you. Thanks for sharing what you did in the beginning. It was awesome. I just think too, when we go to enroll someone, that we're really protecting our new person by sharing the ISA body with them. And it's a learning thing for me because I haven't been doing that up front with my new people. I'm so captured into getting them enrolled that I haven't giving them the importance of how important that is right off the bat for them too. Not only for a better experience for them, but keeping them accountable to their program. So I think this has been really valuable. Thank you.
Thanks, Doris. I appreciate it. I do. I think the Ice Body Challenge I've heard it from every celebration that we've been at, the numbers, and that is just bugged me to death because it's a big difference. It's a big difference. And, we truly want people to have success long term. We would love everybody to fall in love with it as deeply as we do, but maybe it takes them a path to get there. And I believe that their own success on product gives them the best solid yellow brick road to follow that there ever was. And so that's where we come in as leaders. And so that's where I believe. And so I also believe that we do need to know the numbers. You don't have to be the expert at it, but you do need to know them to a degree that you can always be there to guide or direct them to somebody who does. That's it. We're supposed to be the best connectors ever. So that's what we do. Find somebody who loves it, shares it, that kind of stuff. So, but I'll let y'all go because I know it's almost time. 6:53. I think we did a good job. Thanks for being patient with my stress level, guys.
Thank you so much. It was great, Joni. I really appreciate all the information.
I'm so glad.
Great.
Thank you, Joni. It was awesome.
We'll do more.
Thanks, Joni.
Thank you, Joni. Bye. So glad you're all here.
Thanks, Joni.
Hey, if you ever want something specific, just call me and tell me, and I'll put something awesome together. I know who to find,
That back office, I'd love to get more back office training, Joni.
Oh, well, we can do that.
Absolutely.
June in the beginning, Doris and I, where she worked, she had this amazing upstairs that was a flat area, and we had a big screen that came down, and we showed people, this is what you should do every day. You go and you push on this, you look here, you look there, and I would tell people, if you have a leg that's growing and you're not participating on that leg, well, quit sucking on it. Because you're taking that 600 and you're not participating, you don't do that, only for a little while. Then you got to put somebody over there too. But here's the real secret to that. If you got a leg that's humming and you're thinking that's awesome and you're not paid as executive, you need to put your people on that leg while it's humming, because it's going to help you help your people faster, because they're going to get in with all that momentum. Don't strictly think cycle. That's broke-minded. Think long-term, healthy, how your people are going to get blessed, because when your people get blessed, they're not going to go away. Okay? So just that. So, okay.
Good.
Well, you're all still here. You can go home. Anyway, you guys are awesome.
Joni?
Yeah.
This is Danielle.
Hello.
Hi. I just wanted to ask a question about the recording, whether you're going to be able to share it.
Well, I did it, but I don't know how you're going to get it. So, I mean.
Yeah.
I'll help you, Joni.
Somebody will help my sweet Doris. She's so awesome. I tell you, just got to.
We'll send it out.
Okay.
My heart is always here, you guys. I'm working hard, but some things are just not as easy.
Well, we are proud of you. Good job.
I did the post, but I did have to have Doris help me a little bit.
Yeah.
But you guys are awesome, and let's go double everybody's business. I mean, I would love to hear personal emails of where you're at, what do you want to do by New Year kickoff. It'd be fun, you know, fun and scary, and put pressure on, and all those things all wrapped into one. But by the end result, if you really do what you're going to do, you're going to be blessed, and so is a lot of other people. And I don't think any of you came in here to run like crazy and not grow. And so that's where I would like to help. So, okay. I'm gonna push end meeting, everybody. You ready?
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Night, everyone.
Oh,
Good night.
let's push it twice. Night, everybody.